this video, I'm going to make a very beautiful landscape painting of Swan in a lotus pond. I'll be making this with acrylic colors, but if you don't have acrylic colors, then don't worry, you can also go with poster colors. So the first color that I'm using is black color, and then I will use ultramarine blue. And the brush I'm using is flat brush number 12 or 10. You can use any one of this. Okay, so if you want the outline of this video, then you can go on my Instagram ID and check. The link of my Instagram ID is given in the description box, so please go and check. So now I'm using ultramarine blue, and I'm using very less water now. You can see. Cover the whole paper with ultramarine blue, and on the upper surface, on the upper part of this paper, I'll be using very less color and more water. Okay, because I will use white there. Okay, so you can see how I'm doing. So follow the same process. So now you can see that I'm only blending with water. I'm not using color now. Okay, so follow the same process. Don't use color now. Always blend it. Okay, and on the upper part I will be using white color, and then let it dry for some time. Okay, so you can see how I'm doing. Now it's turn for the white color. So you can see I'm using white color now with less water and more color. Okay, you can see it will give a very beautiful look. So follow the same thing. And if you have any problem with this drawing, then you can always ask me on the comment section. You can drop a comment in the comment section, and you can also ask me on Instagram. Okay, the link of my Instagram ID is given in the description box, so please go and follow that one. Now I'm using Sap Green Color to give some different look to this background, because background is not always a pure color, so it's a mixture of many colors, right? So I'm giving Sap Green Color to show the variations. And now let it dry for some time. I'm using hair dryer, but if you don't have hair dryer, then you can let it dry naturally. Okay, it will be more good. Now again I'm using white color for painting the Hans or the Raj Hans. Okay, and I'm using very less water, more color. Okay, so you can see, and I'm using a round brush now. You can use any number round brush. So color the whole body of the swan with white acrylic color. Okay, so our first Hans is completed. I'm painting the second Hans with acrylic color, white acrylic color. You can see. and I'm using a round brush जो पहले use करते that the same round brush. Okay, and let me tell you that this is my favorite round brush, right? This white one. And I told you before also that for coloring the swans I'm using very less amount of water and more color, you can see, right? For the leaves of lotus, I'm using sap green color. You can see just I'm making just round shapes. Just make this random shapes. It's not necessary to make approx almost round. You can make it any shape, right? बस थोड़ा बहुत सर्कल जैसे लगना चाहिए. That's it. You can make any random shape. You can see I'm using sap green color. Making 2-3 leaves together gives a very beautiful look, a very realistic look. So always try to make 2 to 3 leaves together, as you can see in the painting. Okay, to give variations to my leaves, I'm using leaf green color. I'm using very small amount of it and with very less water. I'm using dry technique. If you don't know about dry technique, you have a dry on dry technique, then you can drop a comment on the comment section. I will surely try to make a video on that. Okay, and wet on one technique, wet on wet technique. So paint every leaf with leaf green color and very less amount of leaf green color. You can see I'm using only on the top part, not on the bottom part. और जिसमें बॉटम में यूज कर रहे हैं उसमें केवल बॉटम में, नॉट ऑन द टॉप पार्ट. सो यूज only on one part. You can see, you can see, right? I'm just making shades. One of my subscribers asked me that which is your favorite flower. So my favorite flower is lotus and hibiscus also. Okay, so please, you also, everyone, please tell that which is your favorite flower in the comment section. I'll be happy to see that one. Okay, so for making the flowers I'm using pink color. I'm using rose pink, but you can use any pink. Okay, if you have only rose pink, but if you want the lighter shades, then you can use more water and then paint. So you can see I'm using loose stroke technique. I'm not making the proper shapes of lotus. You can also make individual petals line by line, right? But I'm using loose stroke technique. Okay, so you can see making the lotus flowers. I'll be also making flowers with a white and yellow color also in the later part of this video. So follow. Now it's time for the white lotus flowers. You can see I'm using white paint color, acrylic color. And I'm using the same technique, loose stroke technique. I will also use yellow color, light yellow color or lemon yellow color. Okay, I'm using round brush number 2. So follow the same process. Now I'm using lemon yellow color for white lotus, sorry, yellow lotus. So follow the same process. Okay, So you can see how beautiful the scenery is looking now, and it will look more good when this painting will be completed. Okay, and if you will make this, if you will recreate this painting, then please do share me on Instagram. I'll be happy to review your drawings, and please tag me on Instagram so that I can understand that this is your painting or this is done from my. Okay, so for the outline of the swan, I'm using black color pencil. I will also shade the body parts of the swan or hans with black color pencil. You can also use graphite or charcoal pencils for this purpose, but use a darker one. Okay, so you can see how I'm doing very lightly. So do the same thing and don't apply pressure. Do it very lightly. Okay. So now I have started to shade. You can see I'm shading the hans very lightly. You can see very lightly with the same black color pencil. You can see on the bottom part of this swan. You can see very lightly. मतलब वीडियो में आई थिंक दिख भी नहीं रहा होगा, बट ये है रियल में. So do, and don't use black acrylic color here because otherwise your painting will be destroyed. So use black color pencil or any pencil, black pencil. पेंसिल तो ऐसे ब्लैक ही होता है, सो यू कैन यूज पेंसिल और ब्लैक कलर पेंसिल. You can see very lightly. Don't apply pressure, and in case you apply pressure then you can erase that one also because this is color pencil. So for the beak I'm using lemon yellow color, you can see. So, and for the crown also I will use lemon yellow color like this. Again I'm using black color pencil for coloring the eyes and this part. Okay, and applying pressure, I'm applying pressure now. Okay, and I'm also outlining its beak with black color pencil. Okay, so follow the same process. Okay, to give the shape of a proper lotus leaf, I'm using black acrylic color. I'm making small cuts, very thin cuts with black acrylic colors. You can see, makes cuts like this, like this. You can see, like this. I'm using a linear liner brush now. You can also use a round brush, very small. जो भी सबसे छोटा brush होगा, like 0, 1, anything जो भी होगा, you can use that one. You can see how beautiful they are looking, especially the bigger one. So do the same thing, and don't use water now. Okay, you can see I have not used water at any time. I'm using only black color. Okay, so by mistake I left some space in between the two hands, you can see. So I'm filling it with the same color, that is ultramarine blue, which I used at the starting, at the beginning. Okay, and I'm using water also. You can see water and less color, more water and less color. Okay, you can see. For the reflections I'm using white acrylic color. You can see with very less amount of water or no water. See, on the leaves also I'm using white acrylic color, and then tap with your fingers like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, okay, so for some highlights and reflections I'm using white color. You can see, tap like this. I'm using a flat brush now. I'm not using water now. You can see, like, just tap, just tap on the surface wherever you want, right? For some reflections and highlights, it will give a very beautiful look to your painting. Okay, so this is the final look of our painting. I hope you must have enjoyed the video.